excited to be here once again. Welcome to another amazing episode of Survival Podcast, and we have an exceptional guest. Let's have him introduce himself.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mr. Benedict Oguche, your guy, your exceptional guy, your favorite MC Boss. And I'm happy to be here live at the Survival Podcast.
Such an amazing time to have you here, and I went to your page and I saw the amazing journey so far, making people laugh, invitations, and all. He's our guy. So, I'd like to know, take us back to the journey and what motivated you to start.
Thank you very much for that insightful question. Often I asked myself, when did I start? How did I start? If I say I don't know, it is still as if, okay, I've not been keeping track of everything that I've been doing. One thing is certain is, if I could give detailed explanation as to where it all began, I would say it all began in the church. Yes. By virtue of, for those who are conversant with harvest and bazaar activity in church, particularly those in the Catholic Church, there are committees that are always set up. And you notice that the skill of communicating is not in everybody. Now, e.g., when the committees get set up, you have the chairman, you have the secretary, you have the treasurer, and then the next person, they say, okay, probably a spokesman or the public relation officer who communicates information and track record of the whole tasks that have been given by the church. So, this is where I found my place. And usually such committees are always done yearly. But over time, I see myself serving the committee, different committees, for 4 years. So there have been different chairmen every year for bazaar activity. But my name is always included for the committee and for that same position. And that goes to show some level of, wow, what are you really doing different that others couldn't do? And so I found out that I was unique in that aspect. And to the glory of God, from the church to one first ever wedding, which I'll be sharing the detail of how it started. And then here we are today.
So that's to say, situations kept surfacing themselves, and you kept on replicating the same results over and over again. So, prior to now, it's seen as though MC work not really work like that. So when you were about to start, was there that stigma of what people will say? Because prior to now, people see it as it's just a casual, like the person really no get work like that. So did you have that slow down thoughts or stigma, what people will say, what you feel? Because I think it's really a whole lot of work making people laugh. Don't you get that?
We must understand that the job of being an MC is not just only to entertain, but to communicate and as well represent your host. Yes, I'll put it again. You are not just only there to entertain, you represent the whole and entire event that has been packaged. So if at any point you feel like I feel a little bit down for probably about giving reasons as to what people will say about whether this is actually a job or not a job, I feel it is a honorable profession. Yes, because when you take any job casually, personally, you do not value what you're doing. But if you take such a job very serious and polish yourself over and over again, then I believe we can therefore say that it is now becoming a profession. Everybody can talk, but not everybody can be an MC.
That's true.
Yes. So over time, I started this job as a form of an opportunity given to me. And when the opportunity is being given to you, you stand out.
Yeah.
Imagine you being the only center point at an event and all eyes are on you. So I think it's not a profession that you want to take for a joke. You definitely have to keep on upping your game. And before you know what I say, popularity comes with a lot of what packages. And it depends on how well you take your profession very serious. So I've never in any way feel what people will say or how people perceive it.
You seem to be this so focused person and not really saying waiting for people talk like that. So I want to like hear from your side of you. What was your struggle or what has been your biggest struggle so far in this profession?
My biggest struggle so far, and before we come into the aspect of getting reward for the value you give in this profession, I didn't encounter too many struggle. Yes, and the reason why I'm going to say I didn't struggle in this craft is because I see it as God's given gift. Yes, it is actually a profession that if you are determined, you will learn. Very true. But gifts and talent will help you to stand out. So naturally, we've been in various groups, we've been around friends, even in school, by virtue of belonging to so many clubs and societies, we have tried our best to go over time. And then when people say that a school is calm, when it comes to being an MC, that is not even a topic that you should want to relate. All MCs are educated and well coordinated people. I'll put it that way. Because you keep on learning over time.
That's true.
To stay relevant. Yes, you keep on learning over time to stay relevant. So I didn't really encounter any challenges at any point. Some of the challenges are where do you position yourself? How do you get rewarded for this same value that you keep out? So these are just some of the challenges that I personally have been facing. And over time, even when I started the whole left saying thing, some of the earlier challenges we have are doubt. Yes, and which is normal. Because nobody will want to entrust you with his or her own events. And we are human. Nobody knows what will happen in the next minute. And so therefore you just hand over your own to please antecedent. Past experience. Your work must show when it comes to this MCing job. So please, this just kind of take me back to memory lane. My first ever wedding. If by chance they come across this podcast, they will know what I'm talking about. The husband said he had an MC. By virtue of me just being a church boy, doing the harvest, donation, calling for support, and then people always, and then the next thing was like, sorry, it probably was on a budget. So he said, is it not just stock? I have a brother that can do that. And his wife, as at that time, used to stay in Zaria, never met me, doesn't know me. And right from my first ever wedding, that's also gave me a perspective to say that the ladies or the wives or the women coming into the marriage pay a lot of emphasis as to who will anchor their special day. So permit me to say that wedding ceremony are basically meant to celebrate women more. So please, if you know that at the end of your wedding, the bride is not happy, then I think
there's a problem.
I think there's a problem. Yes. So at the end of the wedding, because I was so excited, I refused to collect any dime. Yes, I refused. Yes, he offered to pay me. The job was not free. He offered to pay me. Brother, let me give you this. But I said no. I was happy that I was able to accord a wedding. But this was the biggest part. Till date, his wife is my biggest ever fan who has also referred me to come to the job, and she's always excited for the growth and progress that I've actually been experiencing.
I mean, I will shout out to her.
Yes, if you're watching this by any chance, I want to say a special thank you to Mrs. Sunday Oilo. Yes, thank you so much for believing in me after hosting your event. And thank you for making your husband feel very proud in hiring my service as MC. You believe that? Honestly, after that very event, I was very, very happy. And some of the remarks we keep on getting, well, no, you didn't know you can do this. You didn't know you can do this. Honestly, you had the humor, you can candidate, you can do that, and it has been fun. And since then, to the girl, here I'm at today.
Just to say that for everything you are called to, you always have circumstances that will reveal to you. All you need to do is ensure you seek physically well, and then from then you be a better person. So we would like to know, how has social media influenced your profession significantly?
Social media. Social media is God's gift to man. The innovation of it is indeed God's gift to man. And it is like an oil well that cannot dry. Utilizing it comes with so many advantages. It is even a topic on its own. If you probably want to have right now, we cannot dwell and finish on time. So what I'll just say that social media has been so instrumental to me and my craft. Number one, it has helped boost my visibility. It has helped connect me to new and prospective clients. It has also helped me in getting better reach, reviews, and most importantly, I've also used social media as a tool to also learn more innovation as to better myself. So social media, I don't play with it. I don't joke with it. I have attended a lot of masterclass on social media just to polish my brand and probably project me on a bigger light. Because at the end of the day, until it gets better, we will continue going.
Keep moving. While you're talking, I kept thinking about something. You know, most times when I go for weddings, especially my wedding, sometimes I imagine, don't MC get shy and requesting people for points? I'm not saying I'm not saying for yourself, but you get what I'm getting from. Where you say, can we have 10 people come here too? I know sometimes there's always an awkward moment where nobody's coming out. So how do you really cope with helping the couple solicit for the funds there?
Now, isn't this question? I am not there yet. I am striving to get there. But until I get there, we all started from somewhere.
That's true.
You know, it got to the point whereby within my group of friends who are colleagues in this same industry, we have always made this debate about which wedding is a premium wedding and which wedding is a wedding that will stress you. Please, apologies. Because we know that there are weddings you just go before you even start the job. The couple or the event planner will give you a laid down official principle, meaning we do not do any form of relations or call for any form of monetary whatsoever. Now, when you notice it, it depends on the beliefs of such kind of client which you have. And what is your own? Your job is to stick to the official plan, adding a little bit of creativity and represent whosoever hired your service. So whenever we come to that, I remember starting up, probably you have a wedding, usually within your community, like for me personally, it's everywhere. And then most times before you start the wedding, there are also some caution. Do you know how to raise money for us?
Yeah, exactly.
So it now makes me realize that Raising money for couple is a skill. When I say it's a skill, it's a special skill. Something as if probably you put something in your mouth that probably the moment you speak that bring money, they will bring money. It doesn't work like that. So it requires some certain form of appeal. And this appeal comes with your manner of approach. And so therefore, your first 10 minutes into every event, every guest seated is watching you as the MC to see who really are you in your manner of approach. And then secondly, who are the bride and groom, the official host? How well do they have good interpersonal relationship with others? Sometimes even without saying this, people who are coming for your event know that they are coming to support you. And this question also narrowed down to the recent CDA Monitoring Act, whereby a lot of persons are cautioned about how to spend money, how to, utilize and use the naira notes, so as to avoid some agencies that are responsible for that. We don't want to give them credit because honestly, ever since they came on board, weddings have been looking. But what is this? We have to obey the law. But what is a wedding without pounds, naira, sterling, and the dollars? How will we do it? That's the good. It's actually a special skill. And it goes beyond those who probably spent a lot and will want to recover. But I have this basic principle. There is no amount of money you spend on a wedding that can be recovered. I stand to be corrected anywhere if you don't do your logistics well as the couple before that wedding. But brother, have you spent 2 million only to realize 450,000? Praise the Lord.
Relating to everything you've spoken about, I'd like to know, have you thought about your retirement plan? What's your retirement plan?
You can't be talking forever. And even though I am always happy to see people who are no longer active in the MCing industry tend to appreciate me currently in this job. I have always learned to ask 2 questions. I am being appreciated now. What will I be doing later? Because definitely they used to be the top of the town. They were the MCs as at that time. They were people we looked up to. What has changed? And I noticed that for everything in this life, there is time and season. At least, if you are not aging, you are not keeping up to trends. This job of being an MC, over and over, I will say it is a job or a profession that you keep on learning and keep on updating yourself. So, if the idea of retirement is not even ringing a bell in my head, then definitely I don't think I'm serious in here. Now, me being an MC has broadened my horizon on event and planning management. And one of the first way I've been able to really create this beautiful narration of my retirement is registering my business. Yes, I registered my business not as MC Babs business, but no, MC Babs Event Planning Enterprise. Yes, a company entirely, fully registered with CAC. And I have a special bank account open in respect of that, because that is actually even very important for one of my business class about someone dealing with clients. They must be able to trust that in case you fail to deliver, you can be sued. And that even ensure trustworthiness. So being able to clear that. So by virtue of looking into that, some of my retirement plan is venturing into sound. Yeah. equipping myself with good sound from the proceeds and money that I'm getting now and I wish to get in the near future. Opening the borders of brands and collaboration if I don't have. Going fully into food and catering services. Yes, and then as well as transportation logistics. Now, all these things are just on paper for now. But the good thing is, if you have a roadmap, you will definitely get trained. So gradually, through inventing, you diversify. The more you keep on diversifying in this business, the more you get better. You can't continue talking forever. Yes. I wish if there were even proper plan to even say, okay, as time goes on, since I'm not even working with any corporate organization, you could as well create employment for more people, yes, and then ensure that there is a health policy or an insurance policy. I would definitely want to expand my business.
Either for passion or as a talent or a skill, who want to embark on this journey, what will be your message to them?
There's somebody out there who is probably watching this survival podcast, and deep down you are struggling with these thoughts. Can I do it? Yes, you can do it. Yes, you can achieve it. Yes, you can become the next big export from Kaduna. You can become the likes of Tony Power. You can become the likes of MC Johnny. You can become the likes of Sax. You can become the likes of, in fact, a whole lot of good MCs. It will interest you to know that Kaduna has one of the most talented MCs in the entire country. I'll say it. Take us anywhere. We will stand out, we will compete, we will deliver. So for young and aspiring MCs, mentorship. Develop yourself. Be creative. Get a job. Very important. If you can't get a job, develop a skill. Because it is a season in and out job. There are struggles at the beginnings. The work will not be coming. You will follow a senior colleague probably for mentoring. My brother, come more eye for money. My sister, come more eye for money. Stick to the job. Learn, become perfect, and of course, being obedient, you will get more referrals. And the moment you have your independent job, one day, any job or any opportunity be given to you, use it to showcase yourself, showcase your personal brand. Build yourself with the tool and effectiveness of social media, and the sky will be your starting. Starting point. Yes, because you see this big sky. If there are over 100 weddings in Kaduna, there will be 100 MCs.
That's true.
And who knows? You can do it.
Thank you so much for this moment. I personally, beyond the shine out there, I personally enjoyed the conversation. In fact, I didn't see this whole gist coming. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Survivor. Thank you very much. You've been doing amazing. I will just say this, guys. Follow Survival Podcast on YouTube. Hit the like button. Subscribe. Don't miss any episode. And enjoy yourself.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.